Happy Sunday, everybody. Steve here. Notice there's no dental floss hanging here, so my wireless mic actually gave up the ghost yesterday. I was taking it apart to put it back in the thing, and the came apart, wires everywhere. Das ist kaputt, so it's out. So I got to find me a new wireless mic. So I hope you hear everything okay. I'm gonna. When I film these, I film it on my camera, and then I download it, and then I put it on iMovie, and I jack the sound up so it's a little easier to hear and clean it up a little bit. So I hope you're having a great morning or Sunday or afternoon or whatever time you're watching this. So temperatures are starting to creep back up here in Abu Dhabi, and I really enjoy doing these, and I'm glad they're a blessing for some of you, and they certainly are a blessing to me. But I keep a book, and as I read the Bible, as the Lord puts something on my heart, I'll go, oh, that's and I'll write it down, and so I've got a whole bunch of things in here that I kind of go through and look back on, and I've got some good ones, but then something will come up, and it's, of all things, I heard a funny joke the other day, and I happen to be reading through Jeremiah of all things, and this joke kind of pointed toward this one particular story in Jeremiah that I was reading, that I wanted to share with you today. That I thought it was pretty telling, and a good lesson, I guess. But so the joke is, and it's a little bit of an homage or point towards St. Patrick's Day, but this Irish pilot was flying along, and his airplane, he was having some problems, and he lost electrical systems, instruments. He had no way. He was in the clouds, and he had no way. He was running out of fuel, and he had no way. He couldn't see the ground. He didn't know where to land. He was almost out of fuel, and things got so desperate. He just was flying along, and he goes, "Oh Lord, help me to find an airfield, and I promise I never drink another drop of whiskey." That just at that moment, clouds parted, light shone down on this airport right in front of him, and the Irish pilot goes, "Oh, never mind, I got it, I found it." So I obviously, if you're Irish, please don't be offended, but that is a pretty funny joke. So, but I heard that joke, and then I'm reading it in Jeremiah 42. So set the stage here. So Judah had just been reconquered by the Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar, and they tore it all, Jerusalem down. That basically God's ultimate, God's judgment on Judah and past sins, and they brought an end. So they hauled all the people away. So basically, Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar set up a governor there in Jerusalem to govern the poor people, whoever was left behind. And this particular group of army officers went in basically and killed the guy. And so now they killed the guy, and they're going, "Oh man, what are we going to do now?" and they went to Jeremiah and said, ask the Lord for what we should do. And they said to Jeremiah, "May the Lord be true and faithful witness against us if we do not act in accordance with everything that the Lord your God sends you to tell us. Whether it's favorable or unfavorable, we will obey the Lord our God, to whom we are sending you, so that it will go well with us, for we will obey the Lord our God." So Jeremiah says, "Okay, all right, I'll bring you everything he tells me to tell you." And so 10 days later, he comes back and he says, "Okay, I got it." And so these guys were all spring-loaded to, we got to get out of here, because the Babylonians are going to come back. They're going to be mad, and they're going to bring the hammer down on us here for killing their guy, killing their governor. And that's what they were leaning towards. And Jeremiah came back and said, God, in chapter 43, he says, stay here. I will make you, you'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I'm going to take care of everything. I'm going to set you up there. But if you go to Egypt, you're going to get, you'll be destroyed. Don't go to Egypt. And so chapter 43, it's basically, oh, never mind. He's like, and they didn't want to hear that. And they said, no, you're lying. We're going to Egypt. And, sure enough, I mean, I think later Nebuchadnezzar ended up going into Egypt and destroying Egypt, or really knocking them back. But so what's the point? I just in Matthew 5, I think Jesus pretty much sums it up, where he's in Matthew 5, verse 33 through 37. He says, again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, do not break your oath, but fulfill to the Lord the vows you have made. But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. So let your yes be yes, your no be no, and simple as that, and mean it when you do it. So, and then don't welsh on the what you're. So anyway, I heard that joke the other day. I thought of that, and then I read this, and I'm like, you know what? Those guys, they were like, no matter what, we're going to do it, except that. We're not doing that. No, we ain't doing that. And I'm going to tell a story about Arlene now, and I know she probably, I just think it's the cutest. But Arlene, she told me when they were a kid, they used to play this game called Chase, Catch, Kiss. So, of course, boys and girls, and the boys would chase the girls, and if they caught them, then the girl had to kiss the boy on the cheek. And just a cute little kid's game. And Arlene, she says, oh, and I'm like, really? You played that? And she goes, well, I played, but whenever I got caught, I was like, I ain't playing anymore. It just always makes me laugh. I don't want to, no, I ain't doing that. Oh, anyway. Oh, well, thanks for letting me share. That always brings a smile to my face, and a happier devotion this morning. So hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.